Damn.
Cuddy's.
That,
Oh, that was a boom at night.
Boom, boom. KaiR.
Boom,
KaiR.
boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Nah, but yeah, that was Kid Cudi. That's the thing, right? When you have a lawyer as Mark, and Mark is doing the best. He's a RICO lawyer. He's been there. He went to a couple of RICO trials. But one thing we do know is that Mark, when he's razzling and dazzling, when he's freestyling, he might say some wild things. And that's what he went for. Where you
Is he ever not freestyling, KaiR?
Let's continue watching what Inner City Press had to say about the closing of the prosecution.
The noise pollution. This courthouse area is incredible, and I don't know. Actually, the city council here micromanages so many things. I'm kind of surprised they haven't gotten into the whole noise situation. In any event, we're heading into the defense conference now. There's big news everywhere. There's the big beautiful bill. Will it get done by July 4th?
That was it. So we're gonna go to the next video from Inner City Press. We're gonna take a look at a couple of angles. What Inner City Press thought about the closings, what other people thought about the closing. I mean, you gotta look at the different angles to see where this is going, because it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Fair use.
KaiR, before you proceed, for Inner City Press, he is a big deal. Oh, he was, yeah. Oh,
He's the one who's transcribing everything.
Yeah.
Well, one of the biggest ones who are sending the transcripts. Anyway, fair use.
Or Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here by the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Friday, June 27th. It's day 32 of the Sean Combs trial, and we're in the defense summation. About more than halfway through, and it's really been quite something. Mark Agnifilo, he's pretty much said that Mia was lying. He said that Capricorn Clark was lying.
Wait.
He's been kind of kid's gloves with.
Who was lying?
Mia.
Which Mia?
The Mia that was on the stand. That's a pseudonym. It's not the Mia that you know. Don't worry about it.
I don't know that Mia either, but that's okay. That's proceed.
The Mia you were thinking about.
I was thinking about Maya, I guess, right? Is it Maya or Mia?
You write it the same way. Both you write the same way. The one with the kapow.
Come on. Let's continue.
Cassie saying that they loved each other, but that she's lying as to being raped, that she actually was just trying to conceal it from her, what he called her current husband, Boogie Bat Phone, Alex. He's now going to turn to Jane after the break. They're going to resume at 1:45 today. There'll be no deliberations today, it appears, because Agnifilo says that as of 1:45, he'll have an hour at least to go. Then AUSA Comey will have a rebuttal more than an hour. And then there's a charge. We haven't seen it. It's not in the docket yet. But he's saying we might stay till after 5 o'clock. In any event, we're down to the wire because we're going to be publishing week 7 of Diddy on trial soon thereafter. It's been quite a week. This has been a full week. The week with Juneteenth was a little bit of a short week, but this week has been jam-packed. And Agnifilo, I don't know. We've been live tweeting it, so you can draw your own conclusions, whether it's beneath contempt. He was admonished by not beneath contempt. He's a defense lawyer. He's got to say something. And if you're not going to say that the witnesses are lying, I was actually surprised that some of the cross-examinations were not more aggressive. But the summation is aggressive. He's saying Capricorn Clark is a liar that was in love with Sean Combs, that she lied about kidnapping, that she lied about this, that, and the other thing. Mia lied that the sex was not consensual. She says it was consensual. She cites the birthday video. Oh, he does cite, as early in the trial, we noted that Derek Ferguson, a government witness that was the CFO of Combs Companies, that he actually might have helped the defense. And it seems that it was, because Agnifilo has said, look at what Ferguson said. He was a DEI before there was DEI. Hang on. You got some notes.
Diddy was doing, oh man, the man was drawing like Picasso. He said Diddy was DEI before there was DEI. It was crazy. I was reading it. I was like, what the heck is this? One thing I can say about Mark, you might disagree or agree with how he's doing it. One thing I'll tell you, RJ, the man he's a fast painter. He shoots off the hip. Doesn't mean he will make it, but crazy. It's crazy. The week started actually with one small thing, which was quite shocking, actually. It was a small thing, but still quite shocking. One of the first things that happened this week was prosecution decided to, well, drop. So there are 8 things they are counting within the RICO. 8 actions. Let's call it actions. And what they are saying is they are actually not counting those. So they are dropping, you can basically say they are dropping 4 parts of the RICO.
Yeah.
So it went from 8 to 4. But they only need 2 to convict him of RICO. So one can say Diddy's chances increased with the RICO part, because when you're dropping 8, if you're dropping from 8 to 4, that's always a good thing. So this is what they had to say. Can you read it?
Yes. Dear Judge Subramanian. Dear Judge S., the government respectfully writes regarding its requested edits to the court's proposed jury instructions. The government understands that the court's desire for streamlined instructions. With that in mind, the government has suggested ways to streamline those instructions. Specifically, the government has removed instructions from the charge relating to 1. Attempted kidnapping under both California and New York law. 2. Attempted arson under California law. 3. And aiding and abetting trafficking. The government is no longer planning to proceed on these theories of liability, so instructions are no longer necessary. The government has also attempted to simplify the language relating to count 1. A proposal, as explained in the government's comment bubbles, that the government hopes not only serves the purposes of streamlining instructions, but also will avoid any confusion as to the operative agreement for count 1.
Yeah. So what it basically says is we're not gonna pursue attempted kidnapping, because they said basically that there was an occasion where Diddy kidnapped Capricorn Clark when they basically were interviewing her about stolen goods. They put her under these lie detectors. They basically transported her from her house to a location a couple of days back to back. They're saying that was kidnapping, moving from A to B, B to A. One time, Cassie was sent to the hotel, and they told her, Diddy told his security to keep her there after she got busted up after one time of fisticuffs with Diddy. The arson, which is Cuddy's. That was a boom at night.
Boom, boom. Okay.
Yeah. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Nah, but yeah, that was Kid Cudi. Also, basically, how I see it, but I could be wrong. If these were the strongest parts of the RICO, they would have stayed in. So they're basically removing the fat of the pig to be able to slaughter it much better.
But I thought that the arson charge was pretty strong. I didn't. No,
it was.
So I remember because again, KaiR, I didn't follow this lawsuit at all. But I thought you said I thought you said that they were. So in the very first days, I remember, set of days, there was. I thought you mentioned that they had a case for that.
They had a case, so they but the thing is, RJ, the problem with that was it was mainly hearsay, and when one thing that the prosecution left out when they were putting up their part. Apparently, there was a research on the bottle, on the Molotov cocktail bottle. There was DNA on the bottle. The DNA was from a woman. There is no concrete link between Diddy and the arson. So if RJ, if you can convict Diddy of this arson, everyone can get convicted. Everyone can get convicted for anything people here say.
Okay.
They say so it was a weak part. I mean, the California kidnapping in the easiest sense is basically restricting people from movement.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be. The question is, did that person try to move, or did they won't be moved from A to B every time? Were they withholding her from exiting? Because that's the thing with a lot of the situation, and that's why Inner City Press was also saying the Marcus pointing out that Capricorn Clark was lying. The question is, of course, everyone's always free to leave, but they never try to leave.
Which is weird, right?
That's a way to defend the situation. I mean, you're the defendant lawyer, so you gotta say whatever you have to say. It's a quite interesting fact. They never tried to leave. Maybe they didn't try to leave because they were mentally, they thought they couldn't leave. It's like a gray. They start entering a gray area. So that's the issue with a lot of these things, right? What is real? What is fake? And what really happened?